Good morning, happy Easter. I hope today brings you all the new beginnings that you hope for, or wish for. So Spirit, what do we need to do today? What words of wisdom can you give us? I've got, who was it by? Heart of Glass, is it Debbie Harry? My right hand's itching, so there's money coming in. I shall post Heart of Glass in the comments as usual on YouTube. Somewhere in the 80s, I think. Where's me? Some water. We'll use them. I liked them yesterday. It's a nice heavy deck. So let's see. What do we need to know, Spirit, please? Today, oh, we haven't changed the calendar. The 4th. 4th of the 4th, 2021. My right ear is going, so there's some spike going on. Don't eat too much chocolate. Getting Harry and Jane straight off the bat. Harry doesn't necessarily, when spirits say it, doesn't necessarily have to be a man. It could be a female, Harriet, short for Harriet. It could be living or past. The spirit either mentions someone that they want to contact in the living or their name, but usually it's all about you, it's not really about them. So a lot of the time that name could be someone who's living. So don't, when you go see a reader, don't expect what you think you're going to get. It's not the with the lights out and all that. It's nothing like that. Not if they're any good anyway. What am I looking for, Spirit? Oh, the Emperor. That was the High Priestess. Nearly there, Spirit. No. The images on these cards are a bit confusing for my mind's eye, so you'll have to bear with me. So we're going for the last one then, are we? Yeah. Well, unless I've missed it, it is definitely in the last pile. Warriors. Oh, we've got that damn card again. There's no defending this. This situation just is. There's nothing to be discussed about it. It happened. There's no defending it. But don't dither, is what Spirit says. Got time to dither. Someone's wearing a false mask. Not happy at the very least. Concealing something. You may have suspicions about a criminal type person. I sometimes get this with a drug dealer. It's depression, deep depression. It's negative thinking producing negative outcomes. Those born on the 1st or the 28th, living or past date for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. Gemini energy. It can mean communications or siblings or both. Then we have the Two of Pentacles again. And like I said, this one... Oh no, it's the Two of Cups. I'm very sorry. Even though they're past, the heart still beats. So an undying love, unconditional love, a union, a bond. There's impatience, addictions, that goes with a drug dealer. Alcoholics, chocoholics, shopaholics, gamblers. You're being put to the test so you learn your lesson. And it's going to take all your patience and strength. But there's no balance in this situation at this time. So it's Sagittarius energy. It's the hips and thighs, so there may be weight gain at the very least. But most of all, it's impatient Sagittarius energy, those born on the 14th, living or past. If your diary and address. Negative energy. Then we have the Emperor being stubborn. All the negative connotations of the Emperor. And again, it's depression. Lack of self-worth. Lack of self-image. Not looking after yourself. So not producing the new beginnings that Spirit wants you to have. You're dithering. Your way or the highway won't take no for an answer. It will cost you. I mean, he's only got one leg. There are things here that are going to cost you dearly if you carry on being stubborn. It's possibly bosses, people who think that you're superior in mind, body or spirit. Could be government officials. It's those born on the 4th or the 31st, living or past. So today's card. Then we have the Two of Pentacles again, so I knew it was there. This is where someone's been juggling, perhaps more than one person, perhaps more than one job, and something has to give. You can't keep doing that. Can't keep sitting on the fence forever, spinning plates. Something is not as it seems. Either it's not as bad as it seems or it's not as good as it seems. It seems it's not as good as it seems because there is a secure and happy family unit that's coming to an end. A change. House bring changes. Feeling a lack, feeling left out in the cold, or voluntarily taking yourself out of a situation. Because Spirit are giving you the gift of a new beginning, should you choose to take it. It be 9 times out of 10 it's love, but it could be that you are just needing to find your happiness, something to fill your cup, so that you're no longer depressed, down and negative. So should you choose to take this cup, it will pay off within a month, but you have to take it and nurture it. Yeah, it's about you growing as a soul. Maybe a mother in spirit, there's mother energy, mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. And she is the partner of the Emperor. It's happiness, it's social gaiety, it's abundance, rewards. It's, for some, March the 31st, for others, November the 11th, an important date, possibly the military. But it is those born on the 3rd or the 30th. Living or past date for your Darwin address, positive energy. We have a shock coming, something that's going to rock your world, but somebody's trying to avoid it. They're brushing things under the carpet and trying to keep the peace. That's not going to work forever. Those born on the 16th, living or past date for your Darwin address, massively important in a negative way. Electrical and water problems within the home, arguments and losses. Somebody needs to release themselves from contracts, shackles, vows, anything that's manipulated them, or the worry about what other people will think. The external public life. It is a Capricorn energy, it is negative energy, it is, well, it isn't, it's positive actually, because it's releasing you from this toxicity. So those born on the 15th, living or past date for your diary and address, may in a roundabout way bring positive energy. But somebody's refusing to accept this. Like I said, pushing things under the carpet. Trying to keep the peace. Because of a family unit, I believe. But it's over. 2 tens together. The death of a family unit, or your emotional happiness. Something's changed. Someone may have passed recently, or someone will have stabbed you in the back. It's the only card that means a passing. You have all these twos. You have a choice to make. There's no two ways about it. Some of you will have already made it. If you are in denial and you're sure of the facts and you're not protecting anybody, you will have already made that decision. If you was clear thinking. But there it is again, the Five of Pentacles. So somebody is choosing to isolate themselves, cut themselves off from others voluntarily, or they are being ostracised, feeling lonely in a room full of people. There is unconditional love of a water sign male here, or someone who loves you very much. Again, could be a father figure in spirit, could be that you need to love yourself, especially if you're one of the lads, as much as you love others. Know that you are worth everything, but it will bring chaos and conflict, and it needs to be done. Unconditional love, girls, the same for you. You have to love yourself as much as you love others. It's also unconditional love of this mother in spirit, if it is a mother in spirit. But there is unconditional love of a water sign female that is going to make you very, very happy. Enemies are overcome. The enemy may even be yourself. Gemini, the twins, could be Libra and Aquarius, but mostly that's Gemini. And there we have, you're not in control of this. Your destiny is the choices you make and the consequences, but fate is different. This is being on the wrong path, thinking you can control things you can't. That arrow will go wherever it flies. You can take aim, but there's no guarantee that it will hit its mark. Those born on the 7th or the 25th, living or past date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Cancer energy, the home, as I said, the ancestors and the breasts. There's 2 dogs there. I was born 1970 plus or minus 12 February to February. Again, the 2 of stones, somebody's juggling. They just cannot decide. If you dither, you will lose and you will regret it. Again, illness, bad temper. You don't feel strong enough. There's impatience here. It was born on the 8th or 26th, living or past, date for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. You're not expressing yourself properly. You're not going with your emotions. It's about the heart and back. There may be issues health-wise there. Again, you need to try to defend this situation and what's yours. Look after yourself. Stand up for yourself. Your self-worth is taking a nosedive. Yeah, you are protected. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, older male, possibly a doctor, priest or lawyer, a professional man who will give good advice should you choose to take it. But somebody is definitely torn between 2 things, 2 properties. If you're buying a house, that may be what it is. Somebody wants to move, somebody doesn't. There's 2 separate viewpoints here, and you can't seem to decide. The confusion is heavy, lack of clarity. I was born on the 18th, living or past. If your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. And that means there'll be no celebrations and no reunions. Married lady may become a single parent, possibly through this passing, or through somebody going to jail. They've been dealing drugs and they're going to prison, or someone is in a mental prison of their own making. This is because there's enemies. We keep talking about these enemies. This is a male enemy, this is gender specific. And possibly those born 1965 plus or minus 12 February to February may be close to this situation. Again, the dog is negative. Those born 1970 plus or minus 12 February to February. Negative energy, unfaithfulness, disloyalty. No communication, somebody's blocked. Or bad news arriving about this passing. A child or a young lady will help you through this situation. Sometimes I get that when somebody's got a carer coming in. Left ear's itching, so that's left for love. The money is not there. It's not coming in, and there's nobody going to save you as regards that. And it could be about a property, a house move, an important building such as a hospital, a courthouse, etc. But it's a positive event. Perhaps this lady wants a divorce, wants it over, and it will go well. But there's no hope in this situation. It's dead and buried. So maybe somebody's missed out on a house, but it's because it wasn't the right one for you. You have to look at the positive, stop looking at the negative. Stop worrying about what other people think if you have to sell your house and move into a rented one. It doesn't matter. You're not keeping up with the Joneses. You survive this world as best you can. Yeah, for now, all you can do is chop wood, draw water. But you can't dither. Spirit don't want you to dither. Get all your ducks in a row. Get things ready for when you're going to move. You need to come to the edge. Take a bit of a risk. Because Spirit are going to give you a lucky chance. Once it arrives, you've got to take it. coincidences. There's no such thing as coincidence. That mother energy is giving someone a leg up. You're not going around in circles, you're going around and up. So if you think you're going backwards, you're not. It's like a spiral staircase. Something is not for you and you know it. This is a never-ending story, and until you make that decision, it will stay that way. A mind prison of your own making. Take us some rest if you can, because there's so much deceit, it's exhausting. It's draining all your energies. A change is coming, and like I said, perhaps a house move, but there's a heavy burden being carried. The moon, the soul, and number 2. This is the equivalent to the High Priestess. So, all things come to the soul from its roots, where it's planted. To reset may be important. What does your gut say? The moon asks. The card is about mystery, feelings and hidden messages. The moon is receptive. It governs intuition and self-protection, and that's what you're trying to do, defend what's yours. Its placement by sign and house indicates those areas in which we are the most emotional or sensitive. So next week when I do the weeklies, look at your moon sign and watch that video. The moon represents what is felt instinctively and what is at the core of your emotions. In the astrological chart, the moon is our soul. It shows the intimate side of who we are. The moon represents security, the home we grew up in. Again, like I said, mother energy, father energy, the home. The need to hide away and recoup our energies, isolation. And the nap. It is the female principle that is darkly moist and yielding, so the moon can signify our relationship with our mothers. What did I say? Some issue with the mother, perhaps. As well as pregnancy, it also signifies the grandmothers and even old age. So geriatric issues can arise when this card turns up. And I did say about the carer, didn't I? Where is she? The young lady that's coming to help. So for some of you that may be the case. There she is. Crowds belong to the moon, so caring what other people think, what the wider society thinks. But also shyness, reticence and things that occur in the darkness. The moon, which we've got, shows us how we respond emotionally to what we feel most deeply. Some believe the moon represents who we are in secret and also memories from and who we were in the past. The moon is our most innermost selves. Do not be shy, allow yourself to shine. This card indicates fluctuations in your life. The moon changes signs every 2.5 days, so does the moods. So 12 different moon combinations mean a great variation, but the moon is the side we keep concealed. In the horoscope chart, when the moon has many aspects or is the most elevated planet in the chart, it is considered to have a strong influence. The lunar influence can be indicative of future fame, governing the masses, what is likely to be popular. So going along with what other people think, which is what Spirit don't want you to do. At this time you may have trouble controlling your emotions. Yes, definitely. We are in control. And you may want to do things that are safe. You're very sensitive and you must gauge any feelings before entering a room or being with people you don't know. You like working alone, but you're also dependent on how others are responding to you now. The arts and helping profession suit you. You would do well working with persons with mental or emotional problems, or anyone who needs counselling. It's also a good time to rely on your imagination to pay attention to your dreams. When this card turns up in a reading, all is not as it seems, which is what the Two of Pentacles was, and we got that more than once. Where are you, please? Something is being obscured. You may feel as if you've lost direction or that you don't have all the information to go forward. There is much you are sensing, but you may be hesitant to act. It may look as if it is difficult to cut through the fog to get to the real truth of any situation. Substance abuse, what did I say? Addictions. Issues may touch your life, but not necessarily, but certain energies or persons surrounding you. After growing close to someone, the energies may feel smothering and restrictive. Insecurities may arise and there may be a feeling of paranoia. What did I say? You're not paranoid. We love our mum there and she makes us feel safe. So you're in denial because you feel safe where you are. You don't want to move forward. You think that if you hang in there, you will win sooner or later. It's important now not to fool yourself with false pictures. Like the Neptune card with the moon, deception is possible. Things are cloudy now, and it is a good time to open your mind to visions as well as appreciating women's wisdom, intuition, finding your feminine side and bringing out your visions and talents in a more public way. As shy and tentative as the moon is, she still represents fame and crowds. When you think of the moon card, think mystery, birth, tribes, unanswered questions, and sometimes sudden fame. Someone from your past is about to re-enter your life. Any romance that starts now will be strange yet compelling, but even familiar. An important meeting for you may occur in the evening hours, so pay close attention to your energies that swirl around you. It's a good time to rely on your gut instinct. Nighttime, the soul, feelings, high emotions, sorrow, being moody, feeling restless, betrayal, protection, clandestine encounters in the evening time. The tribe, the family tree, secret affairs, feeling adrift, wandering, never reaching any resolution. Things that should have been dealt with years ago. Situations where you feel shy or awkward. Food, nourishment, fantasy, creative imagination, psychic visions, feeling distracted, cloudy thinking, finding closure, movement near or over water, travel to foreign countries, arenas, crowds, conventions, female issues, women's mysteries, speculation, visions, spirits, ghosts, breasts, the abdomen, dishonesty, being spontaneous, living in the moment, the inner world, the child within, the mother, the grandparents, finding out who you truly are. If you find a lump of any kind around your breast, go and get it checked out, even if you think it's just a spot. So your dreams, the soul, the dark night of the soul, memory, the past, wisdom, shelter, and deepest love. Thanks for listening.